Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our solstice reading. I'm recording this on the 21st of December 2022 at about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's just before the, I'm just looking here, it's 10 to 8, 10 to 8. So just an hour before the actual solstice, the exact point of the solstice. So by the time I finish this reading, it'll be very close to the actual solstice. It's a really powerful time for, I suppose, releasing and transformation, welcoming in the new. So I'm delighted to be here with you this evening recording this video, and whenever you get to watch it, I hope you find it helpful. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the solstice, I'm going to be sharing a post about solstice energy on my Facebook page, and also on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on either of those, it's Eileen Ahern. If you can't find it, send me a message and I'll let you know, or you'll find the link. So today I've decided to do the Archangel Metatron cards because this is a deck, and I wasn't sure whether I'd use them or not, but it's interesting that it's day 11. 11 is the Metatron number, and the cards come in this beautiful box. The colors are orange and blue, so I have my orange and blue on as well, and the sunset colors, blues and oranges. In the painting behind me, this is it's a photograph actually just of poppies and the sky that I bought somewhere at some stage. It's just something I really liked. And the Metatron book is quite big, so the messages are quite profound, quite long. That's the Metatron book, and the actual cards themselves, there's 55 cards in the deck, and that's the colours on the back of them. Big range of, oh, it's interesting because the image on the card underneath is orange, connection and attunement, and that reminds me that that's the image that's on the candle which we've lighting this evening. So that was interesting coincidence. So it's all lining up very nicely. So before we begin, I'm inviting you to focus on the light in the candle, either here on the video or on your own candle if you've got a chance. Particularly today, I'm going to post this as soon as I can after finishing the reading, so if you get a chance to look at it at the time of the solstice, fantastic. If not, as soon as possible, just to create a little bit of space and time for yourself to maybe do these practices. So I invite you to take a moment to tune into the energy of the candle, the flame, that warm energy, bringing more light into our lives as we welcome the energy of the solstice. Feeling very grateful for this opportunity to connect with each other and with spirit at this time, connecting to our own inner guidance, or guidance and support. And this evening we're connecting to Archangel Metatron. So I'm going to place the candle here, and I'm going to use the Archangel Metatron spray, which is the orange spray. Very appropriate again, that was the orange spray that, or the orange card that happened to be at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to spray, and again setting the intention that all of the work we do is for the highest good of everyone involved. So now I invite you to take a moment to tune in to which card you were drawn to this evening. Card 1, 2 or 3. So for anybody who's just watching this as a once-off, as a solstice reading, we've been doing readings. I've been doing, this is day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas reading. But if you haven't been watching those and you're just watching the solstice reading, we pick one card at a time. I invite you to take a moment to sit and to tune in and to decide whether you're drawn to card 1, 2 or 3. Oh gosh, I'm hearing all for me. So I think there's a message in all of them for me this evening. So 1, 2 and 3. So I'm open to that. They're quite powerful. So I encourage you to tune into your own guidance and see what messages you receive and what resonates with you. So card number 1 for anybody drawn to card number 1 this evening. And I was just going to say only one card came out thankfully. So otherwise it's going to be a very long reading. But of course 2 came out. And the first one is blessings and abundance. Isn't that just beautiful? So the message is card number 47, 4 and 7 is 11. Blessings and thanks, abundant universe. And I suppose that's really very important part of what we're doing. It's a very good practice to do. And it's something that I try and do as often as I can when I remember it, to write down everything that I'm grateful for or thankful for, what I appreciate. And the more we are grateful, the more abundance we attract into our life. And then the second card, I'm just so happy that this one came up as well. It's signs, and it's the robin. And I don't know about you, but I've been seeing loads of robins at the moment. And whenever I see a robin, it reminds me of our deceased loved ones. So the message on this is signs from spirit with love. So that's card number 1. So number 47 and number 50. So I'm going to read 47 first, which is blessings and thanks, abundant universe. Drawing this card shows that blessings are available to you now, and you are offered a full harvest. The question is, do you feel worthy to claim it? Universal harvest is available to all, and yet so often in a world of suffering and sense of lack, it is easy to be fearful that there isn't enough. This is not what was intended. The earth has bounty for all to share freely. But that reality is blocked by fear, and we feel the need to hoard and save and worry over where the next meal is coming from, how to pay the next bill. Often we may have grown up seeing debt and poverty as a way of life. What if you were told you will always have enough, but that you need to trust that this is so? What feelings does that bring up in your head, up in you to heal? What feelings does that bring up in you to heal? Maybe there is a story of lack within your family. Lack of money, lack of food, lack of security or safety. And so you dread those states of being. And even when you do have enough, you still worry it will all be taken away. This card now highlights the need to heal that part of you that fears not being supported and looked after. Your spiritual army of helpers will not see you go hungry or alone if you truly ask for their help. For the truth is that the earth is alive and able to evolve and sustain all who live upon her, as long as Gaia is respected and energy and intention are poured back into her soil and her elements. And this is something that all can do every day. The simplest way to give back to the earth is to give thanks, to be full of gratitude for all that you have, for the food on your plate, the money in your pocket, the sounds and rhythms of your beautiful world that wants to bestow many blessings onto you, if you are open to receive. The cornucopia or horn of plenty, which is what we saw in the image, illustrated here, symbolizes all the abundance available to you. Everything that you need for your well-being: fresh food, golden coins, light rays, and the sound of the universe filling your soul with songs of joy. The warmth of the colours also reminds you to be thankful for the heat of an open fire, a warm bed, a loving home. The wish of the angels is to bring you all this and more. Saying thank you for what you have already received. Saying thank you for what you already have is a courtesy that brings more to your door. A never-ending supply of help, sustenance, and whatever you need to thrive in this life. And it is offered here for you now. Open up to receive. So that's the first part of the message for people drawn to card number 1. And the second card that came out at the same time is number 50. And this is signs from spirit with love. And it's our beautiful robin on the branch. And again, it's similar. The colours are the oranges. I know it's a robin redbreast, but it's quite an orangey colour in this picture. Look around you for the signs from above. They are everywhere. If you just stop to notice and acknowledge them today, And it's interesting, we're getting this at the time of the solstice when the sun actually stops for a moment and then changes direction, moves from the south back up towards the north. So in the northern hemisphere, it's the shortest day, the longest night of the year. But it's such an important time. There's a great opportunity to just take some time out for stillness and to start noticing the signs that are very much around us. So the angel feathers that appear at just the right time in unexpected places, the words of a song that resonate with what you prayed about last night. Signs are everywhere and come in many shapes and forms. So often you expect a big gesture, the booming voice in your ear, the crystal clear image in your third eye, or the answer landing at your feet. But angel signs are often softer. Archangel Metatron embodies many ways to make his presence known to you, and you are encouraged to open up to them at this time, to the clear, sentient feelings of his presence, the warmth or heat that overcomes you, the colors that you increasingly notice in new ways, the tingles in your body, or the voice of Metatron speaking to you, maybe via a friend, associate, or loved one. Nature too holds many signs. Maybe you've seen a robin who comes to visit, reminding you of a loved one who has passed. Be aware also of the power animals and the creatures that appear time and time again to bring your attention to a quality that they embody. Metatron often speaks through animal symbolism as well as flowers and many other signs. And yesterday we used the Archangel animal cards in the reading for day 10. It's just interesting that afterwards I found out that the rabbit is the animal for the Chinese New Year in 2023, and it came up in the reading. So it was very interesting that the synchronicities of that, and I suppose it's just to start noticing them and recognizing them, and more you're guided as you follow the signs. It's very reassuring. Anybody who knows me knows that numbers are a big part of the signs that I receive. So this is the next part here. Numbers are also important signs. Maybe you have been seeing recurring ones: 1111, 2222, 303, 444, 555. Numbers that keep appearing trigger us to realize that this is more than mere coincidence. This is a sign from our subconscious waking up, letting us know we are not alone, that a loving force watches over us. You are drawing this card today because you've asked for a sign, and here it is, a sign that angelic light is with you, that your prayers and requests have been heard and are being worked on, and that all is well. You are assured that every time you talk to Metatron, he listens. There will be times when you hear him clearly and times when you feel him more absent, but he is always there. Remember too that sometimes angels have to step back if there is something we have to do alone, a lesson to be learned or a test to overcome. But you are never abandoned. He is always with you. Think today about signs you've already received. And it's been mentioned 3 or 4 times. It's about today. So the solstice energy seems to be very strong or very important in this reading. So think today about signs you've already received and ask Metatron for a special sign between the two of you that will make you know he is there. This is likely to be personal to you. Persevere, tune in, communicate and listen. Signs are all around. Open up all your senses to experience them. Okay, so I hope that resonates with everybody drawn to card number 1, and that you do get an opportunity to take some time out whenever you are listening to this reading to tune in and to become aware of the signs that are constantly around us. Okay, so message for card number 2 this evening. People drawn to card number 2. What message is available for people who are drawn to card number 2 this evening? Two again. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay. These are the two cards that have come out. So the first one is 46, authentic self. Who are you? Authentic self. Who are you? And the second one, number 21, on the 21st of December, indigo. And the message here is mystery and mastery of life. And it's a child looking up at the sky, and it looks like a star. Beautiful star, yeah. So let's see what's the story with these two and why have they come out together. For people drawn to card number 2, 46 and 21. So number 46 first. Who are you? Walk into a hall of mirrors and you will see 100 reflections of yourself. Excuse me a second, I'm just going to take a quick drink. These reflections are like other people's perceptions and ideas of who you are. Ideas based on their own filters and also what you have chosen to show, reveal, or be at different times in your life. You may resonate strongly with some of these reflections, admire and like some, and disregard or shun others. All are part of the energy that you have emitted or sent out, some accurate and some less so. The reflections all look like you, but are they really? This includes reflections of how you see yourself and judge yourself, and who you believe about and who you believe yourself to be. Look at how the figure in the mirror is shielded by white satin. Archangel Metatron, I'm just going to show you again. Okay. So the figure is shielded by white satin. Archangel Metatron has brought you here to unveil to yourself who you truly are, your authentic self, stripped bare of other people's perceptions as well as your own. To gaze into this mirror is to see yourself properly for the first time ever. As Metatron lifts away the satin sheet, you see yourself gazing back at you, ageless, eternal, light-filled, your spirit shining brightly. Here there is no place. Here there is no hiding place. This is you. Look into your eyes and see your androgynous soul. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Reflecting back to you many lifetimes, much wisdom and love in its purest form. This is as you were when born. This is as you were when born, a pure incarnated soul in physical form, come to play, work, learn, do, and be. Have you lost this connection with your true authentic self? Allow this relationship with your true essence to deepen and blossom. As it does so, much may need to adapt in your life as you recognize and follow your own authenticity. Being authentic may result in you being asked to not follow the crowd, but to stand out and shine brightly in your own right, doing life your own way. This doesn't have to be a lonely place. Metatron is beside you and will help you recognize those of a similar vibration and those who live authentically too. It is time to allow all the masks to fall away, to recognize and appreciate who you really are. The deepening of that relationship starts now. Look into the mirror and see. Wow, that's a powerful message. Authentic self as we approach the solstice time very shortly. The exact time of the solstice. And the new year ahead, new moon tomorrow, and then new year in a week's time, or just over a week's time. Wonderful opportunity to become more and more authentic. Okay, card number 21 on the 21st of December, indigo. And the message again is mystery and mastery of life. Wow, number 21. Let's see. Indigo holds mastery and beckons you into its embrace to reveal the meaning of existence and the meaning of you. I can see why the two came out together, authentic self. And this is our indigo spray, which I have here as well. And it's the darkness and the light, midnight indigo. So I just spray a little bit of it. These are all by Amanda Ellis, the cards, the book, the candle, and the spray. So, you cannot discover yourself by staying only in the warm sunshine of life. You need the searching times of the dark night of the soul as well. And you need the deep, dark midnight skies to shower you with starlight, reminding you of your place in the wider universe and the planets and star systems that carry aspects of your soul. You are of the stars, of moonlight, starlight, and galactic origins. Coming in as a child, you remain close to all that you have witnessed in the void before birth. You recall your God-given power and the magnificence of all creation. You wonder at the simplest things, the tree blowing in the breeze, the texture of the bark on its trunk, the soft fur of an animal, the warmth of water on the skin. As adults, we lose that connection to our senses and all that is. We need to be as children once more, curious to explore and seek out new adventures and ask why, as a child does, as it tries to make sense of its new world. There is so much to be studied, learned, and experienced in this vast place we call home. There are so many opportunities for soul growth and heart expansion. Indigo asks you to let go of what you think you know and follow the light to what you could know. It is the path of the master, of the one seeking meaning to all that is. Pulling this card may also mean that your powers of intuition, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience are increasing at this time. If so, invite Metatron around you to reveal new insights, ways of sensing spirit, and all that lies hidden like magical jewels to be discovered. Indigo invites you to explore behind the veil to that which is unseen, to delve into your subconscious and the realms of mysticism, intuition, and dreams. You can see why Authentic Self came up with the veil. Pay particular attention to your dreams at this time. What themes are coming up to be looked at and explored? Maybe figures from your past that you need to make peace with, or loved ones who have passed on wishing you well. Note daydreams too, and allow time to visualize, to wish, and to believe in magic. Creating visions that are possible if we dare to dream them makes them come true. With indigo, this is done from a grounded state of being. Those drawn to this indigo ray are also comfortable carrying authority and have enough presence to see anything through. By searching for meaning, healing, and a connection back to ourselves and our origins, we gain the world, and the world gains the highest aspect of us. Sink into indigo's depth and mystical beauty and discover anew. What a beautiful card to get on the solstice, out of the dark and into the light, and being okay with sitting in our darkness. As a friend of mine said today, nature, plants, animals have no problem with hibernating and slowing down in the wintertime. It is only humans who don't do that. We push ourselves, and we're slow to really give ourselves a break. So I encourage you, whenever you're reading this or listening to this, to be compassionate and kind with yourself and to be open to visioning a magical future. Okay, on to card number 3. For people drawn to card number 3. So is it going to be 1 or 2? That's interesting. So let's take a moment to tune in What message is available to people drawn to card number 3 this evening at the time of the solstice? Oh, come on. 3 cards this time. This is, wow. Okay, I did say at the time of the solstice. Wow. So the first one is Dimensional Gateway, number 33. So card number 3 has been, and really if you look at any of the stuff online, there's a big gateway open at the moment for the solstice. If you're interested in learning more about that, look up Solstice Gateway and see what comes up. So number 1. Number 2, Birthing the New, Evolution, and it's card number 40. Evolution, birthing the new. So it's at the time of the solstice, there's an opportunity to birth the new, to vision in a new future. And then number 3, letting go, time for release. That's card number 4. And I'm almost tempted to read that one first. So it's almost like in order to birth the new, we have to let go. So there's a gateway that's open for us. There's an opportunity at this time. It's important to let go, to create space for the new to come in, and then we can birth the new in our lives. Okay, so they came out in the order of 33, 40, and 4. So I'm going to read them in that order. The numbers 33, 40, 4. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, let's have a look. 33 is associated with Jesus as well, that lovely, the energy of Jesus. So let's have a look. Dimensional Gateway. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink before we start here because it's lovely. Honey and lemon, organic. Love it. Okay, Master number 33 is linked to crystalline light and higher powers. You're going to see that properly. So drawing this card shows you that you are standing at an important place and time on your path of destiny, one that has been created by your own past positive actions, behavior, and thoughts. You have done much good already, helped many, and supported those who needed it. And this is acknowledged now. Archangel Metatron offers you a gateway to a new way of being. He is a gatekeeper to many beings of light and ascended masters who appear when called by him. One of the names Metatron is known by is the Grand Orchestrator, and he is able to call on any energy needed by anyone at any time, and does so for you now. He has sent one of his angels of light to greet and welcome you, their arms outstretched and hearts open to receive you and guide you in. See the light all around this special place, blazing gold and containing wisdom, love, and enlightened space. Step into the gateway and feel the warmth from the flaming torches that purify and cleanse you, ready for your next step. Entering this gate enables you to access all the angelic kingdom that Metatron governs. This is his door and his domain, and it feels like home to you now. You are welcome to come and shelter here a while, to rest and recharge before journeying on. Through this gateway, you will find the other end of the rainbow. Ooh, so nice. So I have the rainbow bridge, magenta bridge. It's rainbow energy here. Heaven to earth, connecting heaven and earth. So through this gateway, you will find the other end of the rainbow, a pearlescent light with colours so bright, your body can only bathe in their wonder, and a host of archangels and angels at Metatron's command, each as important as the other. Here exists no hierarchy, just service to the oneness and energy of love. That is all there is. Step forward and reclaim your own angelic magnificence. your angel wings bestowed, and your body activated by light. Then go, do, be, and serve others. Help support and teach those who need this energy right now in your communities, countries, and world. Metatron has called you. His angels await. You are one of his earth angels now. Step through the golden gateway of light and into your own mastery. The time is now, and you are invited. When you leave this place, you do so able to carry more light and love than ever before back to your homes, communities, and the world that needs it. The gateway is in front of you. Step through it now. Okay, what a beautiful message for the solstice. So, excuse me for a second. Yes, it feels like there's a real opportunity to step into the new at this time. And whether you're listening to this on the night of the solstice or at a later stage, the solstice portal energy is open. I'm not sure of the dates, but I think it's right up to the new year. So the next card, I'm going to read the letting go first, and then the evolution, birthing the new, because that feels like it's the right order. Excuse me. So number 4, letting go. I'm just going to have one more sip. I have a spiral on my mug. So I'd share it with you. Number 4, letting go. Card number 4 links to the planet Uranus and the nature of change and adapting to unexpected events. To influence, excuse me. Its influence helps support whatever you are going through right now. Or it may be that you somehow sense a change in the air. You feel that change is coming soon. I've just got a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. I think it was the last spray. Excuse me. Okay. Right. Now, before I start again, I just want to make sure it's clear. Okay. I think I need to do a little bit of letting go myself. So, letting go is appropriate for you now. You were asked, why do you hold on so tight and so hard to someone or something that has had its time? Look at your hands. Are they clenched? Is your breath shallow and your body tight from trying so hard and persevering for so long? You may have been trying to control or change something that wasn't meant to adapt to or to be part of this next stage of your life. Instead, look to yourself and what is vibrationally right for you now. Learn to be flexible, yielding, and able to let go. The time is now here. Letting go may also apply to mindsets, behaviors, or addictions. Truly anything that makes you feel heavy and troubled, that is not serving you. Your attention is brought to this now. Archangel Metatron is here to help you realize that change happens all around us every day, and that nothing can ever stay the same. There is a time and a season for everything. Maybe you have enjoyed or savored what you are now being asked to let go of. Know that there is a reason for every experience we have in life. Every person we meet, we learn and grow from it all. Like the tree that knows when a new season approaches, you are asked to prepare now for the change that is coming. Nature is our best teacher. The leaves that fall from the tree knows that this happens to protect the life force of the tree, so that new buds can appear again after the leaves have been fertilized back into the soil. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. It is nature's way and our way of recycling and renewing for the next period of growth that wants to appear. Know too that letting go can be gentle, like a soft breeze, answering your soul's calling to adapt and move on. Or it can be more forced, like a storm that appears that wasn't prepared for and seems needlessly harsh. Let go with grace, gentleness. Do what you already know you have to do, but realize that you are not being asked to do it alone. Archangel Metatron is with you, supporting you. Also be aware of the bountiful gifts that await in your future when you close this door so another one can open. Choosing this card may also imply you are being carried by Archangel Metatron through a period of grief. Maybe you've lost a loved one, a person dear to you, or a pet. Maybe a change of circumstance has left you bereft, a relationship breaking up, or an empty nest. Know that the angels are with you now, bringing comfort and watching over you from afar. Be brave, breathe deep, and let go of what no longer serves you today. Excuse me. And that grief part felt quite strong as well there. So I invite you to take a deep breath and to allow any feelings of grief to come up, to be held, and to be felt, and to be released. There has been so much grief in our world in the last few years, weeks, months, days. And I think there are very few people who haven't been affected by it. And I'm also drawn to the image again of nature and recognizing the importance of following the rhythms of nature. So as I'm reading this card, it's probably been the most difficult one for me to read. And I think it is to do with letting go and not trying to push so hard, allowing things to happen. I'm quite happy with that. And then finally, our third card for people drawn to card number 3, Evolution, Birthing the New. Evolution, Birthing the New. Card number 4. And this is our last card for this evening for the solstice. This is card number 40. I beg your pardon. Card number 40. Drawing this card shows that you are on the brink of radical rebirth or facing the birth of something new in your life. With regards to rebirth, many events and circumstances make it possible. Starting college, getting married, changing career, or becoming a parent, or the redefinition of self that happens after surviving trauma, bereavement, illness, or divorce. So many life stages make rebirth possible, including age-related chapters as well: puberty, menopause, and the third age. Life itself starts with birth, ends with death, and includes many rebirths along the way. For truly nothing ever stays the same, and you are encouraged to celebrate the birth of each new chapter. It may also be that a literal birth of a new child is on the way. Or this rebirth may be linked to anything else that has been has been hoped for or nurtured and is being sent by spirit with love to you now. So just excuse me for 1 sec. Know too that the one whom the child is born to has been chosen to nurture and sustain them. This applies as well to whoever raises them, educates them, and influences them in childhood. Maybe you are to be touched by such a child's presence in your life in some way. They represent a new breed of human who is perfectly balanced between divine male and divine female, one who holds light and wisdom and love, who will not be tainted or diminished by surrounding darkness, and who will replace fear with hope, hatred with compassion, selfishness with sensitivity, and self-centeredness with unity. This card also reminds you of your own perfection. Each soul born in the Creator's image is equal and cherished in the eyes of God. You were born pure and whole, and your soul retains this quality throughout all existence and all realities. Within the womb, you were warm, were fed, and had everything provided for you that you needed. So, too, after birth, the divine wishes to shelter you, feed you, and offer you all that you seek. If, however, you are tired, feel empty or unsupported, or are seeking help, you are reminded that the universe is a loving place. The child born expects it to be so, and you are reminded to make this assumption and request again. The universe doesn't seek to hurt or harm you, but to love and hold you. Expect the best from the universe, and it will deliver. Archangel Metatron reminds you that rebirth is possible in every moment, giving you a chance once again to return to 0 point, where creation happens and life can start again. You have the ability to reach a stage of enlightenment in this lifetime like never before, to embrace the masculine and feminine and create a new paradigm, not just for yourself, but for your children, grandchildren to inherit. Higher consciousness is here, aided by huge waves of souls coming in that influence all living on our planet. Evolution is happening at hurtling speed, and Archangel Metatron is here to support, steer, and birth you anew whenever you ask. Evolve, welcome in, new birth, it is time. Wow, evolution, birthing the new. So that's the reading from Archangel Metatron this evening. And wow, I did a lot of work myself today, nurturing myself, and I did a releasing practice in the evening, just at sunset up in the hills, lit a fire, wrote out what I wanted to release. So the letting go card was very relevant for me as well today. All of those cards actually have been really helpful. So there's a lot to take in. I'm looking forward to listening back myself, and apologies for the coughing there in the third card with the letting go card. Interesting. So I invite you now to focus again on the energy of Archangel Metatron on the candle, and to give gratitude for all of the messages that we have received this evening, feeling very grounded and centered and very much at peace. And as this reading is coming to a close, we're just approaching the exact time of the solstice. So it just feels I feel very grateful to be connecting with you this evening. Sending lots of love and light to all of you, wherever you are. And I'm just going to finish by blowing out the candle and also spraying some Archangel Sandalphon spray to help us with grounding. And Archangel Sandalphon and Metatron work together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Metatron connecting to the heavens above, and Sandalphon connecting to the earth below, the soul star chakra and the earth star chakras particularly. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Have a lovely evening or day whenever you're watching this. Bye for now.